So the Christmas and New Year printable stationery is available on my website. These past weeks in the studio I have worked a lot and finished to paint and draw all the different elements of the Christmas and New Year stationery and cards, to draw and paint the envelopes, the letters, the gift tags and the notepads. So the Christmas and New Year printable stationery is available on my website at merveillenpapier.com/printable stationery. You have the link under this video. It's still possible to pick one and to print all the elements instantly, so you don't have to wait. You will have all your envelopes, your letters, your gift tags, or your notepads for New Year, or to organize your end of year, instantly available. So once you purchase your stationery, you can start to download and print them instantly. You will just have to wait for the cards, the real printed cards, to arrive in your mailbox. So those, they will take a little longer, of course, because they need to be shipped, but the rest you have it instantly. And I already received some nice messages from people who already print their stationery, their notepads, their gift tags, or their Christmas letter. And the Christmas envelope, the Christmas letter could be really nice if you are offering some money or some tickets or something in paper. You can put them inside them. The cards, you will receive them by the mail. There is the cat, who is a cat from the White Cat book, which I'm still working on. But he has the cage from the story over here, and you see it better on the other side. Over here, and the rest, of course, is drawn. I've showed you my drawings, so he appears here with this cage. So these two cards, you have them. They are printed on a Rive Tradition paper, which is a sort of old paper. I like it. It has a sort of vintage look to it. So you have your two cards. You have the rest is printable, so you have access to it instantly. You have your gift tag. You have a sheet of a lot of gift tag that you can print and then cut, and you can add a hole. This way you can add a nice ribbon. And it says a present for your majesty. You have your notepad, which comes in two sizes. This way you can decide if you want whether the small or the big one. It's nice if you have also, I think, a contrasting ribbon. This one is more for New Year. I made some clocks, so for showing the time flying, the winter, the birds, with a slightly less bright look than for Christmas, with the lady cat again. And the envelope and the page for the New Year. This one is really for January. And it says, Samuel de Majesté vous souhaite une bonne année. And Samuel de Majesté comes from White Cat, Madame d'Aulnoy, the old fairy tale from the 17th century. And she imitated here an expression that you have also in English, Her Royal Majesty. So, Sa Royale Majesté, she changed it with Samuel de Majesté, which means her mewing majesty. Wishes you a happy new year. I spent quite a lot of time on this one, painting this one. So, yes, you have all the clock, the winter, the cornucopia, the clocks, and the matching paper. And you have this one. So this one, if I use the good paper, I can't write with my classic ink and the pen holder on this one because the ink sprayed completely. I need to use a normal pen. So if you use a normal pen, you don't have to worry about the paper issue. Just use a good paper, high quality paper, coated paper at least, so that the ink of your printer works well. Because you can see the difference with this one is the Clairefontaine one I use, and it's the paper I use when I send you the cards. I use this one because it's I can use my ink. For now, I'm still in the hunt for the paper which would do both, but work well for the printer and well for the ink and the pen holder. But it's still nice. I can still use this one. It's just slightly less bright than it should be if I was using this one. And you have the matching envelope, of course, also. And this one can work for the festive season, the anti-festive season, I think, because the holly was used a lot in the 19th century, also for New Year, not only for Christmas, as in cards or in decoration, things like that. The other side is like this. And to finish, you have the Christmas one. And all the envelopes comes like this. You just have to cut them. I showed that to you. And the envelopes. On the paper with the goose. There was a goose for this one and also a goose for the gift tag. So this is the little Christmas collection, and you can grab it just with the link just under this video if you want to print it instantly, and then you will receive your cards in a few days. You have the link under this video, and you have an offer which is going to run till December 28th with 30% off. The Versailles collection I created in January, the Winter Versailles collection, which also has a few elements related to Christmas. It's mainly winter, but also Christmas, and it was inspired by a video series I did inspired by Versailles in the 18th century and Marie Antoinette. And this one is also available on the same page, so if you are rather interested in the Versailles collection, you can also use it, and you also have 30% off on this one. So on the two collection, you have 30% off till December 28th. I went to an adorable candy shop called Caramello in the oldest part of my town, which is a very sweet shop. Everything is beautiful and well presented, and I bought some different traditional guimauve that you call marshmallow in English, but they're here made in a traditional way, and they have a lot of different flavors. So I'm curious to see and to taste these different flavors. After that, I went to one of the oldest chocolate shop in the town, called Le Chocolat des Princes, which has been here since the mid-19th century and will unfortunately move in another part of the town very soon because they have some problems with their building, which is really sad because it's such a beautiful place. It has stayed exactly the same since the mid-19th century. Well, I was glad at least I could film it before they moved, and they make a lot of very special and unique sort of chocolates that you can't find anywhere else. Many shops and bars and pubs have made quite a big effort this year, especially these two pubs here. They have really made a big effort with the big nutcrackers and the big candy canes. And they inspired me to try to make giant candy canes next year for the balcony. And this Christmas, I have also been invited by a Canadian root fairy called La Fée des Bois, Gaëna da Silva, in the Christmas and winter issue of her seasonal magazine. Gaëna is a real fairy who lives in the wood in Quebec, and she's going to introduce herself a bit.
I am a fine art photographer and filmmaker, and I live in the forest in the province of Quebec in Canada. I love nature and I'm surrounded by beautiful animals, the ones who live in the home in the woods and the wild ones. I have created a magazine during COVID, which was meant to be a little comforting piece of art. It has been living since then. It is a little haven, a little place where you find peace and love. I do so when I create it. And it is filled with beautiful images and beautiful, inspiring stories, words, texts from the heart. My house is filled with antiques, old things with stories, old frames. Everything is filled with a soul. It is very precious. I call my house the home in the woods, and its decoration is inspired by Beatrix Potter home, hilltop in the Lake District. My favorite place in the house is my old broken armchair by the fireplace, where I sit in the cold seasons to read and dream in the firelight, with my two cats, Fellini and Lady Poupounette, asleep on my lap.
I didn't receive my Forget-Me-Not Chronicle Christmas Winter issue yet. It's on the mail and it's going to arrive in 1 or 2 days, but I wanted to show you nevertheless my other one. So I discovered this magazine actually last winter. I bought the first winter issue in January and I showed it in a video, and I was following Gaëna da Silva, the Wood Fairy, for a little while, but not on a regular basis. I came really closer to her world last winter, and I really enjoyed it. I never thought I would be in the magazine, or that she would like to invite me or anything like that at all. It was just something I enjoyed. I enjoy her writing, which is very poetic, very beautiful, very inspiring, comforting. And I like her writing, her poetical view of the world. It's a very positive magazine, very poetic, very romantic. This one was the autumn issue. This one was the Christmas of last year. There were some spring ones, different spring ones. I think this one was from this year, yes. This one was the summer one. And in the summer one, there was a nice pages. There were a lot of pages about this lady who is a brocante antique dealer. So for each issue, you have a guest usually. There are a lot of other things, of course, but there is always a guest who can be an artist. There was an antique dealer, an old teddy bear collector, well, many different portraits. There are many pages. It's very poetic, very beautifully written. The photos are really nice. You will spend a great time opening the pages of this magazine, and the paper is of very good quality. It smells really nice too, which I really like. And she has started also to publish slices of her novel. So in each issue you can continue the novel too. So everything is well done, well thought, well crafted, well written. So I couldn't recommend it enough. So this one was the summer one. This one is the autumn one, and they are beautiful, soft, and yes, I love this. I love how they smell. I love their scent too. And I'm building my collection. I've started to buy the first one in January, and now I have quite many, because each time I buy a new one she's launching, I try to buy also another one, because it doesn't make a difference in the shipping. Actually, I've noticed that, so I thought if it doesn't make a difference, I could at least buy 2 issues. Yes, a lot of beautiful things, and a lot of beautiful text, and a lot of animals, and a lot of nature. And as you can see, yes, it's beautiful. A beautiful object. You will like to cherish them and to reopen them on a regular basis. I can promise you that. You have all the information, and I also recommend for you to follow Gaëna on her different places online. She has a YouTube channel and an Instagram account that she updates on a daily basis. And you will find the link also under this video. And here is my balcony with these red ribbons, small candy canes, and a bit of light. I like the ivy. I think they look nice in winter to have 2 big ivies on each side. I didn't see a lot of effort around me. 1 or 2 persons had some lights, but really, as usual, at least in the streets around me, no person does an effort. There's only the shops and the town which makes a big effort. I had planned to have many videos during the Christmas season. I was extremely busy finishing the Christmas and New Year stationery. There are always some technical things. I have my computer which collapsed completely with a lot of things inside, so a lot of things which didn't go as planned at all, but things are back to a sort of normal. I'm still adjusting because I still had to recreate things I had in my other computer. A lot of things are not in the computer, but there were a few things which were helping me for my work, or for, yes, a lot of things. So it took me quite many days, and now these days when you change a computer, when you change something, it's so long and complicated to make it work again with all the codes, all the things to make sure you are human, you are not a computer yourself. It's completely different than the last time I changed my computer. It was not that tedious to just make it work. Anyway, things are back to a sort of normal. We will do the correspondence and pen pal swap just after Christmas, just before New Year. So between Christmas and New Year, we will do that so that I can organize it really well, so that if you like writing letters on beautiful papers and you enjoy this way of communicating in this modern world, you will find someone, if you don't have correspondence yet, who really likes to share letters with you. We have done it last year. Some people are still corresponding with each other, so we are going to do it again. The possibility for you to find a correspondent, and I hope you will have a wonderful Christmas.